They take but never give. They're present when you're useful, absent when you need them. They rewrite history, deny what they said, make you question your own memory, and you keep trying to fix it, to prove yourself, to make them see reason. This is the trap. You're using rational strategies on irrational people. The Stoics faced the most dangerous narcissists in history, Roman emperors who could kill on a whim. They survived not by changing those people, but by seeing them clearly and responding strategically. Today, I'm showing you their exact framework. 4 principles that protect you completely. Principle 1, perspectiva. Vera, see them accurately. The first principle, perspectiva vera, accurate perception. Most people waste years trying to understand why narcissists and fake friends behave this way. Childhood trauma, insecurity, hidden pain. Stop. This is a trap that keeps you engaged. Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. I'll add, waste no more time analyzing what a narcissist is. Just recognize the pattern and respond accordingly. The pattern is simple. They take without reciprocating. They're present when you're useful. They disappear when you need them. They rewrite reality when confronted. They never accept responsibility. That's not a person struggling. That's a person operating by a different rule book, one where you're a resource, not a relationship. Epictetus taught, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Don't try to explain empathy to someone neurologically incapable of it. Just embody boundaries. Last year, I had a friend who only called when they needed something. Job reference, connection to someone, advice for their problems. When I needed help moving, sorry, really busy. When I faced a crisis, you're so strong, you'll figure it out. Old me analyzed, maybe they're overwhelmed, maybe they don't realize, maybe I should communicate better. New me recognized the pattern, takes without giving, present when useful, absent when needed, not a friend, a user, labels matter. Seneca, associate with those who will make a better man of you. This person wasn't making me better. They were extracting value. Accurate perception changes everything. Principle 2, distancia, strategica, strategic distance. The second principle, distancia strategica, strategic distance. You cannot change narcissists. You cannot make fake friends real. Trying to do either is like arguing with a storm about being dry. Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Your revenge isn't confrontation, it's distance. Quiet, strategic, permanent distance, not dramatic, not explained, just executed. 3 types of distance: physical distance, reduce contact, stop initiating, become mysteriously busy. Emotional distance, stop sharing anything real, surface level only. No vulnerability they can weaponize. Investment distance, stop investing time, energy, resources. They get nothing more from you. 2 months ago, I implemented this with a colleague who exhibited classic narcissistic patterns. Took credit for collaborative work, blamed others for failures, rewritten conversations to suit their narrative. I stopped, volunteering for projects with them, sharing any information beyond required professional updates, attending optional events where they'd be responding to personal messages. This wasn't announced, just executed. Within weeks, they moved to easier targets. Epictetus. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. I remove my mind's complicity by removing proximity. Critical, don't explain the distance. Explanations become ammunition. Narcissists use your reasons to argue, manipulate, play victim, just create distance. If asked, just busy lately. Nothing more. Principle 3, nullus defensio, refuse to defend. The third principle, nullus defensio, refuse to defend yourself to them. Narcissists and fake friends excel at one tactic, making you defend yourself constantly. Your intentions, your decisions, your worth. Every defense is an admission that their accusations deserve response. Seneca, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. But not all friction perfects you. Some just erodes you. Learn the difference. Someone accuses, you're being selfish. Old response, no, here's why I'm not selfish. Here are examples of my generosity. Here's my reasoning. You've now spent energy defending yourself to someone whose opinion shouldn't matter. New response, okay, or nothing at all. Watch what this does. They escalate. So you admit you're selfish? I'm not discussing this. You can't even defend yourself. I don't need to. They have nowhere to go. You're not playing. Last month, former friend accused me of abandoning them after I created distance. Text message, after everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? Old me would have sent paragraphs explaining my boundaries, justifying my decisions, defending my character. New me. No response. They sent 3 more messages escalating. I read them, responded to none. Eventually, fine. I don't need friends like you anyway. Perfect. Distance achieved without defending, explaining, or engaging. Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. They injure through manipulation. You respond through silence. You're unlike them. Principle 4. Memento patterns. Remember the patterns. The 4th principle. Memento patterns. Remember the patterns, not the promises. Narcissists and fake friends are excellent at promising change after you confront them. Tearful apologies, recognition of problems, commitment to be better. This is the trap that keeps you engaged for years. Epictetus, don't be deceived by appearances. Their words are appearances. Their patterns are reality. Someone keeps breaking commitments. You confront them. They apologize sincerely, promise to change. Don't listen to the promise. Track the pattern. Do they break the next commitment? The pattern continues. The promise was manipulation, not transformation. I track this now on paper. Actual incidents with dates. Not my feelings about the relationship, objective behaviors, former friend I mentioned earlier. I tracked 1 times they asked for help in 6 months. Times they showed up when I asked, or times they forgot plans we made, 3 times they blamed me for their failure. Pattern documented. No ambiguity, no gaslighting possible. When they claimed, I've always been there for you, I had data, didn't argue, just knew the truth. Seneca, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Stop imagining they'll change. Record reality. Let patterns speak. The promise means nothing. The pattern is everything. Integration, these 4 principles work as complete protection system, perspectiva vera. You see them accurately. They're users, not friends. Pattern recognized, distancia. Strategica, you create distance. Physical, emotional, investment. No announcement, just execution. Nullus defensio, they try to pull you back through accusations. You refuse to defend. I don't need to becomes your mantra. Memento patterns, they promise change. You remember patterns. Documentation protects you from gaslighting. Last week, all 4 converged. Someone I distanced from tried re-engagement. We need to talk about why you've been distant, trying to make me defend. I've really changed. I know I wasn't a good friend before, promising change. After everything we've been through, you owe me a conversation. Manipulation. My response, nothing. No explanation, no defense, no engagement. They escalated for 3 days. I remained silent. They eventually stopped. Protection complete. Not through confrontation, through principled distance. The ancient Stoics understood. Some people are trainable through reason, others are not. Marcus Aurelius ruled alongside senators who'd betray him for power. Seneca advised Nero, who eventually ordered his execution. Epictetus was enslaved by narcissists who beat him. They survived not by changing these people, but by seeing them clearly and protecting themselves strategically. You cannot make narcissists empathetic. You cannot make fake friends genuine. You can only protect yourself from both. See them accurately. Create strategic distance. Refuse to defend. Remember patterns, not promises. Do this and you're free, not because they changed, because you stopped requiring them to. Epictetus. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Their nature is beyond your control. Your distance from them is completely within it. Which principle do you need most? Comment below. Subscribe to Stoic Forge for wisdom that protects without confrontation. Share with someone trapped in a toxic pattern. Remember, the Stoic doesn't fight storms. The Stoic finds shelter. Thanks for watching. See you next time.